Hello and welcome back to another Foxhole Regiment review. For those of you new to the channel, I showcase one regiment each month and provide you with a glimpse into what it would be like joining their ranks. Today's regiment review is special for a few reasons, but to start off, yes, my regiment, the Gremlins, are back in action. When I took a break from Foxhole several months ago, the future of the regiment was uncertain and I wasn't sure of a sustainable path to keep the group engaged and active. After much reflection, I've finally found the perfect method to restart the Gremlins once again. We are no longer a standalone regiment. The Gremlins will be Foxhole's first ever Mercenary for-hire fighting force. And I'm excited to talk more about what that looks like later in the video. But now, let's get started on this regiment review for the Gremlins. The Gremlins first formed back in War 101. During that time, I had joined with the Colonial faction and watched as the Wardens continued to exploit the Collies' weaker organization on the Western Front. While most established regiments favored the central and eastern side of the map, it left hexes like Westgate, Origin, and Fisherman's Row before it became an island hex to be defended by smaller regiments and solo players. Given my previous experience leading players in a separate MMO called Albion Online, I thought making a regiment would be the perfect opportunity to make an impact on the front line and engage with players who have followed my channel. The Gremlin ranks grew quickly, and at our peak we amassed 90 active Foxhole players for the regiment. We participated in joint operations, we built our own facilities, and endgame war machines like the Ares and Submarine. While our numbers have dwindled since terminating the regiment, we've continued to focus on frontline fighting and support, partisaning, and the occasional mechanized armored column. While the group does become more focused during operations, we never take the game too seriously and have promoted a culture where fun and general shenanigans trumps everything else. Petty in-game drama and politics doesn't interest me, and we make a point to befriend every player and regiment, helping out wherever we can. If you're looking for a group of players that's knowledgeable, plays Foxhole for fun over competitiveness, and has good relations with other regiments, then the Gremlins may be the regiment for you. All right, Moosin, thank you so much for doing this interview, man. Got a couple questions here for you. First one is, when did you start playing Foxhole?
I started to play it in like winter of 2023.
I started at War 100, and I got the game as a gift from a Steam friend. I can't remember who it was, but I was just like, it was on my wish list. Someone gave it to me. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I hopped on. It was War 100, and I try to remember what regiment I joined first. I think it was like CNLS, I think, or something along those lines. But I've been playing since War 100, so.
Oh, that's a good question, because honestly, I don't know myself, since I remember like buying Foxhole, I think like a long time ago, like maybe 2 years-ish ago. And then I didn't play it. I like logged in once and I was like overwhelmed by everything. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll try it out later and everything. And then I literally didn't touch it for like 4 months or something. And I eventually like, you know, was like, hey, I started watching YouTube and I was like, hey, no, this game actually looks fun, you know, I'm gonna give it a second try. And I, you know, started watching your videos and I was like, you know, you're gonna start a Reggie or, you know, have a Reggie open, fuck it, I'm gonna join and see how it goes.
So I've been playing Foxhole a lot longer than my rank actually states. I've been playing it since before tanks were a thing.
Damn.
Back when foxholes and like little rifle garrisons with those shitty little tents in the ground. And it was a massive turnabout to see everything change when I first joined back.
It's like, when people meme about my rank is higher than yours, I'm like, doesn't fucking matter, dude. If somebody's a major, they're just doing logi. That's it.
Exactly. All of my shit was frontline and partisan, so I didn't really get any recognition.
I mean, when you start giving giveaways, that's about when I bought it. I mean, after the giveaway, when I didn't get the game.
Oh shit, like 2
and
years
someone
ago.
else did. Yeah, about.
How did you find the Gremlins and what got you interested in joining the regiment?
Well, it was just like a video. It just popped up, and I just started watching one after another. I think I watched every single one. And then just like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this game because I'm addicted to your videos. And there was a lot of editing that you did that got me into it. And then it was like, holy shit, this game is fun as well. You picked two good things, like good editing and good video game, and it got me into it. And yeah, the regiment as well.
When I first found out about the Gremlins, I can't specifically remember it, but I'm pretty sure it was either I had just come over from the Wardens and you kidnapped me from my previous regiment, the 112th. You're like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this. I'm like, that sounds fun. Sure, let's go. And then you started doing videos. So it was a whole little fun spiral cascade of bullshit. And since then, I've been along for the ride as one of the Gremlin officers, and we've had a whole bunch of fun doing that.
Okay. Well, first of all, how I got interested in Foxhole as a whole. It's like, my Discord bio is actually a quote from, I think, J-Raptor, and he made videos on Foxhole. And by watching him, I eventually, got around to watching your videos, since, the humor was kind of, same as in his videos. And that's kind of how I started watching you. And I was like, you know what? I really like Foxhole. I really like this guy. Fuck it, I'm just gonna join. And that's when I joined. So that's what got me into the Gremlins as well.
I discovered you on YouTube a while ago, back when you were doing this stuff I can't remember when exactly, but you made the Discord channel, and I was just like, with that announcement of the YouTube video, you made a Discord channel, and I was going you know what, might as well join. I got nothing better going on in my life. So I just added my name to Discord, and you added me to the regiment. So
First, I remember seeing one video of yours, and I was interested because gooning around and having fun is way better than just being serious.
Gotcha. I guess since you've been with the Gremlins, what's been your most enjoyable experience or most memorable experience?
Wait, it's probably been my first op. It was us going pirating with barges and throwing grenades.
Dude, I think I remember that. That was
Yeah.
Somalian D-Day or something.
Yeah. Instead of bringing grenades, I brought crates of grenades. I remember.
you have to give me a moment here.
Yeah, no, take your time. We've been through a lot, Lukey. We've seen a lot of shit.
That's the thing. I'm trying to remember some good examples. I don't remember what war it was, but I just randomly found a tank and rolled up to it, and I was just like, "Get in, bitch! We're gonna go gunning." And then we were like, "Yeah!" And we basically suppressed all these our rifle garrisons and machine gun garrisons, and helped the infantry push up the line, and we took that part of the area. I can't remember where exactly it was, but that was fun. That one white whale op where we tried to take, what was it? Let's check the map. I want to say the Bone Haft. We were pushing a beach landing, and it was just explosions left and right. And you know how obviously the white whale op worked out perfectly fine, and we didn't get totally wiped out.
Super successful white whale op.
Super successful white whale. To say otherwise is fake news. Yeah, it kind of blends together after a few wars, The gunboat ops were always fun too, so there was that.
Gooning with the Gremlins over at Farnock Coast, and especially the Hamburger Hill area. Just playing there with Audi and just memeing. I just having a horde of wardens on bicycles attack our just charge our freaking tank line. I think that's maybe one of my most memorable things in Foxhole.
Everyone might have different statements on it, but the pile Holy shit. Starting up the pile and silver stands, just that island fight was the best fucking thing me and didn't mean to swear. Me and Pontiff did. Like, the fact where they're getting hammered, no supplies, like, Pontiff comes to me, we need medicals. Like, alright, let's just start yelling at everyone and bringing back these bodies. We can hype this up real hardcore. Pontiff lives. Pontiff will not die. The guard broke before the island.
The fact that there was an article
Silver
written
stands.
about that too, and like I'll put a image of that, but they even mentioned Gremlins in that article. That was fucking insane, dude. I wish I was there for it too.
It was fucking 3 days of that shit.
So good.
Oh man, it was just all of us trying to build up supply lines, get everything through, and constant assaults right in the middle of Warden territory. Probably my best experience yet in Foxhole, and I don't think I'm going to be able to top that.
There's like 2, I'd say. So recent one is when we did the half truck. I mean, that's you and me that did it. That was fucking amazing. I
That was
got so
awesome.
many kills. That was the most kills in a day I think I've got. You're just mowing one after another. But that's like more you and me. But the regiment is, I think, your most viewed video. We did like a bunch of tanks. We did like a collab with another regiment. And there was so fucking many tanks. It's actually in the picture of the video.
When you first joined the regiment, did you learn anything new? And if you did, what was it that you learned?
Everything. Literally. I got taught everything from the beginning.
I guess I learned more about the logistics side of things when it came to factory building. So I'd always wanted to touch that with the whole Factorio mindset. But I never had enough time. And Foxhole's one of those games where if you don't have just an onslaught of minions, you don't really get anything done in the backlines. So it was nice to abuse my power a little bit as an officer so I could actually learn more of the game systems.
Honestly, this is gonna sound like weird, but for me it was lodging. Even though that's like, you know, the main thing that people tell, like, hey, a beginner, you know, what's easy to do, scrooping and everything, and lodging. I personally started off as a medic. I've always been a medic. You probably know that.
Of course.
A little bit of cohesion, like just working with other people, because when I started in War 100, I was just like, I just hopped into a Jeep, and I just kind of went around looking all over the place, and I just bumbled my way into joining a regiment, and I just felt like just a random small guy in a big regiment, and I was like, yeah, okay. But when I joined your regiment, I felt like I could actually talk to people, and my phone's going off. Hold on. But like, actually learned how to be cohesive in this game, like being able to work with others, like maybe not perfectly, but able to be like, hey, see that guy over there? Take this stick and hit him with it. Like that could, like, yeah, okay, boss, sure thing. And then we hit the guy with the stick. I also learned how to do base facility management. I think you remember that one war where I went unhinged and kind of went all around building up the. I can't remember what I was feeling, but I was just like, I built this with my own 2 hands.
A lot, like basically everything. Since I joined Gremlins dead new, fresh meat. Didn't know anything. I learned almost everything, like a lot of stuff. But I forgot a lot of it since I went into retirement of the game. I didn't play it in a long time.
What do you like to focus on most in Foxhole?
I like to steal things. Like steal enemy tanks and everything. Going partisaning is really fun. And I do like tanks like a lot. That's like, I really like that. And I guess also making tanks.
Clapping Warden cheeks.
Hell yeah. Even when he's on the wardens, he's clapping warden cheeks.
Just purely by accident. But in seriousness though, I do enjoy just tanking and building and. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Go ahead.
Tanking and building are the 2 things I like the most. Infantry I can do, but my aim just sucks. So anything that has like splash damage, like the tremolas or the grenades, Like, I can do that easily. Tanks are, like, easy to do too. If it makes a big noise and it does a lot of damage in a certain area, I can do it. Like, I can easily do it.
Mainly just, okay, yeah, of course, medic stuff, but
Yeah.
just general fun. Just being on the front line, just talking with the lads, just trying, I always like to be overly dramatic at times, Hold them back!
Yeah,
And
the
I'm
LARP.
just saying, like, random shit, Yeah, like, not massive LARPing, serious, Clan Man Bad and everything. No, but, like, just the fun LARPing, Not the overly, like, this game is real life, but, like, the ones that's, like, dramatic at times, but fun, dramatic.
The big thing, I guess, yeah, my focus in the regiment as an air quotes officer. I just help out everywhere I can when we were functioning and Gremlo still loved us. So that would range from, helping with logistics and base building to frontline and partisan, helping throw some shots, keep things under control in a certain situation, because have you do everything, and it just became a bit of a cluster. So, yeah, I would help out, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't really care that I'm an officer, so to say. It just means that I can help out with getting people into the faction when everyone else is asleep, since I'm in the other part of the world.
Definitely not stealing, everything except stealing stuff.
With that wrench he's got in his
I
hand.
never do that. What wrench?
You're like probably the best
Yeah,
partisan in the regiment. You're always stealing something, man. And I'm like, holy fuck, we gotta try to get on your level.
I mean, we are called Gremlins. Yeah, also like 200 screenshots of me stealing stuff. But oh yeah, I still remember when wardens were having like fights, like with each other. I just went there and we stole their tanks, like 2 tanks. As a regiment, we did that.
Oh yeah,
Funny thing. Also funny memories.
I think we did a test to see who could steal the most expensive or quantity wise most things, and Adi ended up winning by stealing an outlaw, and then drove it into
Because
the
I
water.
had uni at the time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't participate.
If it was you, man, you would have stolen a widow
know.
or something more. Last question: is there anything else you want to say, or anything you want folks knowing who are watching the video?
I think you should join Gremlins. It's very good if you wanna have fun and goon around. And join the Gypsy Mafia, yes.
Have patience, because this is a game that requires patience, and there are times where you're surrounded by people who are just dumb. I mean, I don't claim to be a smart person, but obviously, Lukey, you're not that smart of a person. Yeah, I know I am not that smart of a person, but like, there are times where you just gotta be patient, and you gotta remember this isn't a real game, and at the end of the day, it's not real life. You can always hop off and go and do your own thing in real life, and you can come back on later. And things might be different. Like, you could be the line could have advanced up where you were last time, or you could have be on the retreat and just holding the line as best you can somewhere else. But have patience. Just trying to have fun where you can.
It's funny you mentioned the fucking dude, like, people being idiots. That's so me, because when the island hexes first came out, I was trying to do logistics for them, and I brought a iron ship with 5 shipping containers to an island that the collies had just taken over, and they were so desperate for Logi. And I bring this over feeling like an absolute king, going past the pirates. I dropped the fucking shit at the fucking relic, and I think it was Colonel Cockface or somebody else. I can't remember. They just looked at me and they're like, "Grumlo, you fucking moron. You can't even fucking use this." I'm like, "What? What do you mean?"
There's one big takeaway I want to give everyone from the interview, and that is just have fun. Just go out there, go into Foxhole, spawn on the front, and just talk. Just be that war veteran that has lost an eye in Vietnam and can't stop blabbering about that. I don't care. Just have fun.
If you're new to the game, don't get too hung up on people's rank. Yeah, they've been playing your game for a while, but you will get some absolute assholes that pull rank for the simplest thing as saying hello. and it just creates such a toxic environment. So if you run into those individuals, just ignore them. Go find the people that you kind of mesh with. Gremlins. And just like have some fun with them. You don't have to worry about it. Don't be too serious, but also don't be a dickhead. Just play the game. It's a game. It's there to be fun.
Buy the game. It is fun. Join the regiment, yes. You must, or we will steal you. I will steal your firstborn child.
Moosin, appreciate you, man. Anyway, Luki, thank you
Oh,
so
yeah.
much. It was good times,
Hey,
and
well-
appreciate you doing this. Awesome job, but thank you so much for doing the interview. Thank you, Goose. Appreciate you, man. So, Carlo, you said you wanted to interview me now.
Yeah.
All right, Carlo, this is your show now.
So, first question I have for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
That was not the first question.
Oh my god, bro.
First question is, how long have you been playing Foxhole?
This fucking
for?
guy. Back in I think War 92 with some friends IRL who got me into the game.
What's your favorite moment that you had in the game? Holy fuck.
Damn. Favorite moment I had in game, dude. Honestly, I'm gonna say
Go through-
most pivotal / like proud moment, and then funniest moment. So most pivotal and proud moment was when we took over Akrithia as a solo regiment. I think everyone else was focused in Westgate, and I was like, yo, let's just fucking go to Fisherman's Row before it was an island hex. I'm like, let's just go take that. And we had a smaller group at the time because it was like the first or second war the regiment existed, so it made it even more like cool that we could pull it off. But we were fighting against like a small cohort of wardens that were garrisoned there and like trying to defend it, and we just came in and bulldozed them with spathas, and I think we had an ISG or something like that too. But it was a good time, a lot of fun, and we ended up winning that war too because of that, so it was good. Funniest moment, god dude, like literally any of the white whales, but I'd probably say specifically like when we started messing around in naval and we were doing like smaller scuffed ass naval fights with like the fucking barge and speedboats and just the general like chaos we were doing, and like constantly dying too. But I think anything naval related for us was always funny. It's just pure LARP.
Okay, I think like the best question I came up with is who is your most favorite gremlin?
Oh my god, you're gonna put me on the spot like that? Most favorite gremlin? Well, it's you, Carlo, of course. I mean, how can I say otherwise?
I knew it. I can put this away then.
I didn't say that under duress, guys, I swear.
All right. What regiment do you hate the most?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Getting cancelled by.
We're getting canceled. I feel like I'm gonna have to bleep this out. I'll keep to the interview. Personally, not a huge fan. Well, does it have to be both factions or just one?
Up to you.
I'll be fair. I'll pick one from Wardens, one from Colonials. So there's no favoritism. I'll say it. I have not had many good experiences with Somme, and I will put them up there on that pedestal as least favorite regiment. Not to say that everyone sucks in Somme. Fortunately, though, and in some of the videos that I've posted, there's a few individuals that catch my eye, and for some reason they just decide I'm gonna be the biggest piece of shit as this guy's recording right now or streaming or whatever. And I'm like, cool, man, you're gonna be in the video, it's great. For the Wardens though, probably V for the same reason. V is I don't know, you guys have your special treehouse club, no girls allowed or whatever. You got that invite only thing, exclusive club. But unfortunately, even exclusivity doesn't breed good character, and we've seen more than a few again in previous videos. One recent one when we were in Colonial, but it was a recent one. And man, that guy, nothing's funnier than watching a guy die to collies. He's laying on the ground and he's like, wow, you guys suck at aiming. It's like, bro, you're on the ground, what are you talking about? Anyway, those are the two.
Being cancelled speedrunning. When is Regiment tier list video coming up?
Regiment tier list. I think I need to do more regiment reviews, and then I'll do a regiment tier list. That was an idea. I don't know, man. Every tier list I've done, you know, there's only been very calm and rational discussion in the comments. Nobody gets mad at me for my takes. Nobody's gonna
Yeah,
get mad at me for
everyone
what I just
loves
said.
you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, God, the infantry weapons tier list. I think that was the most sane and rational video I've ever had on the channel. I think my favorite comment from that video too was, "Don't be a pussy and say it was a joke, you absolute junk tucker." That was a great comment. I don't know who said it. That made me laugh. That was a good one.
Just see a video of you making a tier list, just scroll down. It's even funnier than the tier list.
Yeah. No, it's coming though. It's coming. When we get more of these videos out, I'll do a comprehensive tier list and then get canceled for that too.
All right, sounds good. Which video of yours do you like the most?
I think it'd be cheating if I said what's it called, the most viewed one, the largest counterattack. That was a really good one.
That's the one I've been talking about, the best memory.
Yeah, that was really, really good. But the one that gives me the most laughs and I've watched or just remember the most, the Great Gremlin Counterattack. The story was really good. For those that don't know, I think that was when we had our major facility, actually in this hex that we're in right now, Ashtown, but Electi, and the Wardens pushed in, and all of our hard work, I think we were trying to make a large ship. The coalition we were part of, they wanted to back out, and I'm like, fuck that, we're not leaving. We're staying here. This is our line in the sand. We're fighting. And we defended as best we could, and we ended up getting rolled. But then the following day or the following week, I'm like, guys, we're going to do a counterattack. Let's fucking get the tanks out. Let's go to work. And then we pushed out and killed a lot of Wardens.
Your favorite Foxhole YouTuber / Twitch streamer?
Oh, this is a good question. Because when I first started, I didn't really watch Foxhole YouTubers or streamers. I was just kind of like going in blind. But the first one that I started seeing, it was Moydog. Oh man, I forgot that name so hard. I think right now my favorite one, just for the vibes, just for the wholesomeness, probably it's a tie between E-Man and J-Ray. J-Ray is just a great guy. I love talking to him. I like when we find ourselves on the front line together. He reminds me of a lot of my friends, just a very low-key, chill dude, just playing the game, having a good time. Same with E-Man, except E-Man, I like watching E-Man get really invested in whatever he's doing, and sometimes he'll crash out, but those are the funny moments too. All in good fun, all in good respect. He's just extremely knowledgeable about the game, and he's very helpful too. So I like the effects he has on newer players and people who are just learning the game. I gotta throw in one more. B-Floyd and I, we're kindred spirits. You know, we see the world in the same way. I feel like in a previous life we were probably and I feel a connection with the man. You know, I wouldn't him. Maybe in a past life we did. I don't know. B-Floyd, you're a funny guy.
If you could collab with anyone in Foxhole, play Foxhole with anyone, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question, because we did the yeah, man, you got to do this again. But that Bayonet tournament where all the content creators were there, that was a lot of fun. Who would I want to collab with? I'm gonna pick one Kali focused content creator and then another Warden one, just to spread it out a bit. But I'd probably collab with Cronus. I feel like, and maybe that could be something that happens in the future when we talk about what the change with the Gremlins is gonna look like. But no, I feel like he's got that Logi shit locked down. He's a established Logi main, and I feel like with him and our chaos, it would be a good war. And then I think for the Wardens, I've always wanted to do more stuff with Booty Goblin. We've fought alongside on the front line before, but like we never did a video together, so that'd be cool.
Do you like the game? Would you buy it now if you never played it before?
Oh
It's your
shit!
first time.
I think if it's your first time, yeah, it's still a good game. I still would recommend it. Something I either heard in game or read somewhere, and I think it's so true, but the longer you play the game and the more knowledge you get about the mechanics and how the game works, the less you enjoy the game. But when you're new and everything's fresh and exciting and whatnot, like, oh, you'll love the game for hundreds of hours before you start hating it. Right now, I don't hate the game per se. I miss a lot of the stuff that used to be in the game. White Whale, also Bayonet. I think what I hate the most and what keeps me from not wanting to play the game forever is, I think, the server stability issues and general queues. I think that'll get fixed when they add more hexes. But dude, Anvil Empires is singing my name right now, dude. I want to go there so bad. and I already have the playtest. I'm just waiting for maybe the next war I'll join that, or when it goes into early access. But I think I'm gonna full pivot to Anvil Empires. It's just that era of time, just historical stuff seems more fun. The LARP is gonna be more fun. The gameplay is gonna be more fun. Everything just seems more fun there. But maybe that's just because it's new. So in any case, right? If you're new to the game and you're just wondering if it's for you, try it out. You'll still have fun. And there's plenty of content now, especially with all the new like tutorial videos on YouTube and all the additional third-party support. You're going to be able to pick up everything you need to pick up within the game.
Yeah, I am out of questions, so I'm just thinking of what to say now. Do you like our regiment?
I love the Gremlins. I think we did a great job. I think part of it was me just making it, but the majority of the work really was just people joining and being active and the personalities that came in. And I think we did a great thing. And I'm glad that we're back. I'm glad that our core group still likes playing Foxhole. Shout out to all the facility and logi players in the Gremlins. You guys are the reason why we had so much fun.
Do you hate anyone in the regiment?
Do I hate anyone? No, I think it's not that I hate anyone. I think something that I'll mention that I don't know a lot of content creators that talk about this, but when you make videos and you talk to people, or you are bringing in people to, in this case, a regiment or a community, unfortunately, not every personality is going to mesh with you, or not every person's like perspective is going to mesh with you, and that's fine. But I think it should also be fine to basically be like, hey man, I just don't think you'd be a good fit, or like, hey man, I just don't think we vibe. But I think as a content creator and other people that make content for Foxhole too, they probably say this too. It's like, you almost feel like you got to just be quiet and welcoming to everyone, even if it means they may end up negatively impacting the culture or fit of the group or community you're trying to make. I feel like Robert Loves Games could really talk a lot about that. You should make a video about that. But anyway, my perspective on that is I don't hate anyone. There were definitely players that I didn't mesh with, or personalities that I didn't mesh with. And I feel sad about that, because maybe there were points, not maybe, there were points where they were genuinely chill and cool to be around. But overwhelmingly, majority of the time, it just was not a good time. And look, I play this game for fun, create content for fun too. And I remember telling myself when I first started this, and I was talking to some friends in a separate Discord, I was like, I'm never gonna like compromise on my own values. I'm never gonna just sit there and be quiet if I see something I disagree with. And there were plenty of people, even in the early days of the Discord, that I would just flat out kick because they were just being extra, or ban them. And over time that slowed down, but there were always periods where that would happen again, and I hate doing that. It's not something I want to do. I try and talk to everyone first, but if they just can't change, then I feel like this is just not a good fit. So, long-winded answer to your question. So I'm sure many of you guys are wondering, Gremlo, what does the Mercenary for Hire Regiment actually look like, and how do you guys operate now? First, the Gremlins will be jumping between both factions regularly. At the conclusion of this war, we will be switching from Colonial to Warden, and once War 123 concludes, we will switch back to Colonial for War 124. The purpose to switch so often right now is due to two main reasons. The first major reason is the existing list of regiments waiting for their turn to be showcased in the Foxhole Regiment Review series. A lot of you have been patiently waiting, and I don't want that wait to be any longer than it needs to be, which is why I still plan to switch back and forth between the two factions and bring the Gremlins along for the ride. And number two, players that are interested in trying out a new faction may feel put off by the idea of leaving their friends or fellow players behind. The Gremlins are not only a regiment within a regiment, as some people might view us, but we act as a bridge between factions and between regiments for players, whether they're new or veteran, to try out new regiments each war under the same fun and relaxed culture of the Gremlins. Once that list of regiments waiting for their turn in the Regiment Review series has dwindled out, the Gremlins may spend consecutive wars on one faction over another, but will continue to switch whenever the group feels like it. In terms of how the Gremlins actually work as a mercenary force, before the start of a new war, I will reach out to one of the regiments that have submitted themselves for a spotlight in the Regiment Review series, asking if they'd like to host the Gremlins within the regiment. The Gremlins will join that regiment's Discord if they have one, and join the regiment in-game as well. We'll take on the regiment tag and operate as an extension of that host regiment, helping out with scrapping, facility management, operations, and anything else that the host regiment would need. At the same time, though, the Gremlins will also host their own operations in addition to the host regiments. This way, both groups of players can engage in more activities throughout the duration of the war. It's important to mention that just because the Gremlins are committed to a regiment for the duration of the war, that doesn't mean I can't continue covering other regiments for their regiment review video. With the Gremlins under the leadership of the host regiment, I plan to continue embedding with other regiments to record interviews and be part of any operations that they have during the war. I also still plan to attend operations that the Gremlin regiment is embedded with, as long as there's no conflict with the regiment I'm doing a review for. We just covered a lot of information, but to summarize everything, yes, the Gremlins are back, baby. We've transitioned from a typical regiment model to a mercenary for hire group, and before the start of each war, I plan on reaching out to a prospective regiment and ask if they'd like to host the Gremlins as an extension to their current player base. As a mercenary force, we'll fight alongside the host regiment, help set up facilities, do logistics, and support any operations that they plan. We'll also host our own operations, which would include members from the host regiment. Joining with the Gremlins would give you access to both factions and various regiments within each faction to try out. This is ideal for players who are looking for a new home, whether it's with us, the Gremlins, or any of the allies we join up with. The Gremlins are also perfect for new and experienced players, just as long as you don't take the game too seriously. So with that, I think that's a good spot to end the video. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe for more Foxhole related content. I'm working on the next regiment review for the Colonial faction. It's one of the first large and familiar regiments everyone will instantly recognize, but it'll make for an interesting video. Until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I've been a naughty nigga, somebody spanked me. He punched that dick in, feel like he tryna shank me. I taught him everything he know about fucking, better thank me. Love when I work out, a nigga fuck him with my stank meat. I think he a blunt, how I put that glizzy on him. Got a Drake dog, my nigga, I'm gon' put that drizzy on him. I be spinning him around, got me getting dizzy on him. Then I throw him on that bed and I start getting busy.